Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. We're playing Exactville, so we're still struggling with the traffic over here. But at the moment, I am more interested in actually running this monorail. And I know it looks fairly whimsical over here. Okay, but what am I going to do to kind of do a decent monorail track around? Where are the key places that I want to feed? So at the moment we've got a pretty decent rail network that kind of serves this area. It also serves the industrial area to some extent. We've got a rail station over here that feeds this Franklin Park area. This extension over here is fed by rail. This one here has rail. So this area is pretty well served. What is not well served by public transport is this back area over here. Beechwood Park, the bank, and so on. And the extension of the bank and this new area here. All of this doesn't have any names yet, and I probably should look at that. Is not well served. But I think that's kind of what I'll want to change here. And I'm wondering whether I do along the main road or whether I kind of cut it through the center over here. What kind of stations do we have? Let's have a look at that. Okay, so from a monorail perspective, we've got just a station just alongside the road somewhere. We've got a station with a road, so that's something we can actually put in there, to be honest. Then we've got the monorail bus hub, which has got a road, which is on top of a road, right? Move it over here, somewhere where it's flat. It's on top of a road with bus station on both sides. So to be honest, we could do something like that over here. And then I've got this train hub thing. So what I don't have, what is that? Monorail stops. Oh yeah, that's once you're setting up the line. Okay, what I don't have is something that I can put on a smaller road. So what I am thinking is that it's probably then in that case not the best of ideas to have our rail run on the smaller roads. Instead, I am thinking, oops, let's get this thing to start up again. And I think I spotted something over here that's full. Yep. So just start emptying that bad boy over there. So what I'm wondering is if we're just gonna run straight up here, and then we run straight on there. We have a little station over here. We can even replace this bus stop over here with some monorail bus stops, and then we can run around here. Maybe put another one over here somewhere, and so on. We could then divert a line down there somewhere. Okay, something to feed this, or we can actually run it through here and feed this like that. What I don't think the monorail is the fastest way of travel, so potentially you don't want the entire world connected by a line, but multiple lines could be interesting. So let me pause this for a second. I'm gonna see about ripping out a section over there and actually try and add this station. Okay, something like this. Ooh. This is pretty big though. We will lose a building there, which is not ideal. Not the kind of thing that I'm really keen on. Okay, so if we do that, ooh, now it's 2. Okay, let's do that. Still 2 though. I think I'm going to do it. I think we're going to buy out those buildings, and this is the thing where Transport Fever is quite a bit more realistic. Buying out of those buildings would be very expensive, while over here it doesn't really have a cost to it. So that's it. But I think this is going to be great. So let me do that. Can I pop it in there? How does this look? Wow, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. So the buses stop in straight from this side. Can I actually connect onto this side? Even just passengers? Can I just kind of hook up this this street over here? I don't quite know. And now what I need to do is actually put in the rest of the line. So if I go here, monorail, and we'll do that. Oh, that's actually a perfect fit. So let me upgrade it a little bit to make sure we've got the line that runs through here. Oh, people are not liking it. Okay, there we go. So that's a second stop. This is a nice and gradual turn. I'm really liking that. I like the monorail on the kind of boulevard avenue kind of things. So that's pretty cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab those bus lines and I'm gonna move them. Come on, grab the bus lines. I'm gonna move them, say, in here. Cool. Fine. There we go. One in there. Where did it go? It just went there and back. So either way, it's gonna run through there somewhere. So I'll do that. Yeah. Now this one is in here. So that feels like it's doubling up on the routing. So I'm gonna put this one on this side. And this one, same thing like that. Perfect. How's that working? Working? Looks like it. A bit of a heavy bus area over here, but not too bad all in all. What is that doing? Why is it doing this? There's no station over here. Oh, I see. So let's if I take that out and that out, right? Now it's just running across that way and joining over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it, put a stop in there. So there's at least some connectivity right here, and then it goes back and goes around back. What? Say what? So where does that go? Interesting. Runs through there, connects up. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. So now I'm gonna rip out this. Yes, let's destroy that. Let's go back to the. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's rip out this and that. See, looks like a big party over here. Wow, those buses are pretty busy. And now what I'm interested in is to see if I can actually do a bit of a connection over here. So let's get the snapping switched off. I'm wondering whether this will work. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try this again and see if I can't do that. Will that work? Is that a connection? I'm hoping that's a connection. I'm really hoping that's a connection. I want to do a similar arrangement over here where we are losing a bit, and see, I'm really hoping that is indeed a connection. On the other side, I don't necessarily think we need to do much more than that. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I've got the buses back in that area, and what I could do is I could start it out with just a single line that runs between the two. Are there two lines in here? No, that's just the one. So I think I'm going to start out. Is there a depot for this stuff or not? Monorail? No monorail depot is what I see. So let us start one over there, and yeah, pop it in there. Oh, we have to turn it around? Oh no, we don't necessarily have to turn it around. There we go. So it's just there and back, up and over, and cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let's see. Select vehicle types. It's just a monorail train, so we'll do that. So let's add like 2 vehicles to it. I think that's fine. That's going to be cool. And now this is the... what shall we call this line? This is the... I have no idea what we should be calling this line. These areas aren't named yet. Let's just call it the bank mono line 1. The bank mono line 1. Yeah. The color it's got is pretty cool, so we'll just stick to that. Good stuff. Okay, now let's get out of all of this. Thank you very much. And let's get it running and see what it does. Let's get it running. Is it starting? Yeah, there it goes. Wow, it's not slow. Why on earth is it stopping there? What the issue is, man? Something's funny. I thought I've added 2. Now there's like 3 on there. Anything on this side? Nothing on this side. So why is this an issue? Is there a section that's not upgraded? Why are you stopping here? I thought that's pretty clear, right? Okay, pause. Line details. So now there's 3 on there. So let's remove that vehicle. Okay, remove all vehicles. Okay, now let's put some vehicles back on that line. So let's go in here, have a look at lines. Monorail, please. Please and thank you. I want to have a look at this line. Yeah, take that out and say just add a vehicle to there, please. There it goes. Please keep going though. Are you going to stop there? And again, we've stopped. Okay, so there's a problem. Not sure what it is, but there is some sort of problem. So let's remove that vehicle, please. And let's pause this and let's see what we can do. Can we get out of this? Thanks. So this, I'm wondering if there's an issue here. So let's go back and see if we can't upgrade. So apparently we cannot upgrade this, so let's do that. Okay, so we've got that in there. So now let's look at upgrading this and upgrading that. Yeah, so we've tried that again. Now they really, in my mind, there shouldn't be any problems with this, right? It's got a full grade separation. There should be no problems whatsoever. So let's go back into here, grab the monorail and have a look at the line and have a look at that line and close this and just like add a vehicle to it. Close that out and let us play. Okay, loading up, going around the corner and stop. So in my mind, I've got no idea why this is happening. So what should we do? Get out of this, get out of that. Okay, so let's pause it. I'm gonna knock it down. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this monorail section of road straight through there. Perfect. So now that should work. What I'm gonna do now is link up this bad boy over here. So now everything should be back to normal, and if I play this, it should go. Okay, new one starting. Let's see what's going on. And there it goes. Ooh, there's an issue. And now this is a problem. Okay, so clearly there's a big issue with this upgrading of an existing road. We should just be building them from scratch. That's insane. This is not the kind of thing that I'm liking. So do that. This was a one way, right? This was the one way out. Yeah, so we'll put that back in. I'm hoping that if we just put that back in like that. Oh, and I'm wondering if we've killed anyway, we'll see now. Okay, now let's see. Going by, shooting straight across, and stop. Okay, so I'm figuring out what's the issue here. Okay, so if we pop out that one, pop out this one, and when we put them back, okay, so that's gonna go back in there. This one over here was just a standard section. There we go, and now let's see what that happens. So now it should work. Wow, this is now a big mess. I still have to have a look at what we can do to solve this, because this isn't quite working the way it should be working. There it goes, straight through. Ooh, that's a little bit tight. Over the top. That's better. That's around there. Good stuff. There we go. Go through. Yeah, and there we go. Perfect. How many people? 56. 56. Perfect. Okay, so our first monorail line is working. I'll just have to bear that in mind as I continue to grow this. Wow, this is a nightmare. This isn't working the way it should be working. Not at all, I tell you, not at all. Okay, but for now, let me stop worrying about that, and let's see where we're going to put in our next station. I'm thinking somewhere over here might be fun. Okay, so I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to rip out this and see about adding a station in there. I don't necessarily need to do the big one. I can just do the basics. Just need to kind of align it a little bit. Something like that, huh? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, so now I'll go and grab this line or this piece of road, and we connect that up, and that's pretty decent, you know. That is pretty decent. Ooh, that's a bit of an incline. Okay, so now I am hoping that if we do indeed upgrade this, it'll all work. Or will I have to delete these roads one by one? Okay, so let me just do that in general, get that done. Okay, so that one's done. Let me rip out that one, put it back. There we go. Let me see about ripping out a section over here and put that back. It's a bit weird that that is the problem that we're facing over here. I will rip out this one, which will not the end of the world there, and this is obviously on a curve though. There we go. that one, and we will put that back in there. There we go. So now we can clearly see that now we've got an extra section. So what I'll do is I will actually add, go back and look at this line. Ooh, that's actually the wrong button. I just wanted this. So now what I want to do is I want to grab this, drag it to there. All of these guys are pissed off. So there's one on this side. I'll also do one on that side. Nice. So now we've got two stops there, one in both directions, and we're connecting all the way back here. And now what I want to do is make very sure that we're actually connecting up to the station. Say something like this, and can we squeeze something through here somewhere? Ooh, that might work. Oh, that is beautiful. That is really beautiful. There we go. That's going to be great. So now we're better extending our public transport reach. Got a bit of a bus station interchange thing going on over there, a rail station interchange going on over here. So now things are really starting to connect quite well. So let's run it a little bit, see how that does. Oh, I should probably add another kind of rail thing to the line. See this one, 10 per week on this. It's really rocketing. So let's just add a vehicle. Thank you. We'll add a vehicle to that line. I think just the 2 is fine. Now I'm keen on seeing this thing. There we go. That's the one going back. Popping it in here. Can we see passengers? Oh, look at that. Tons of people getting off there. Oh, and that one's straight through. I like the monorail. It's quite quick. It is really quite quick. And people getting off over here. Where are they walking to? Yeah, they are walking in that direction. Nice. And a lot walking in this direction. There's a lot of people streaming in here. Where do they get onto the... Oh, they're just crossing the road. Oh, so this is now a bit of a better connection for them over there. What I'll do is I'll extend our footpath network a little bit by doing... Oh, that might be a little bit too close. Something like that. And something like that. Why is that not linking up? Pretty sure that should have linked up. Come on. Okay, let's try it from this side though. That's perfect. That's linked up nicely. So now it's easy to walk to the monorail station, and the monorail is up and running. I must say I'm liking it. This, on the other hand, is really not working. Oh, I've lost the signals here, have I? It's kind of working without them. But a high capacity movement like this should always become a problem. But this isn't just not working. The signal setup that I've got over here is just not working. It's not really functioning the way it should be functioning. It should be such a free flow type of arrangement. I might just change this, maybe replace it by a roundabout, which will never happen on a high capacity movement like this. Well, not in the true sense of that word. So yeah, I think probably what's going to happen is I'm going to replace this by a roundabout at the bottom here, similar to this setup, which I'm not a big fan of, but it's working. It is working. Okay, what's the next thing that we're going to do? I'm pretty much at the end of this episode, so I won't do anything else. I'll just probably discuss it a little bit. I am keen on actually using this area here as, say, a stadium. Maybe this side between the highway. Yeah, actually, this might be better. a bit of a stadium setup over here next to the highway, next to the public transport, large public transport facilities. Yeah, to be honest, there's even a yeah. I think this is going to be a good spot for it. Let's have a quick look at what we have in terms of stadium assets. There's an expansion that's one of the stadium expansion. So what is this? This is a football stadium, a Juventus stadium. Yeah, so this was that other DLC. Stamford Bridge, Camp Nou, Parc des Princes. Visitor capacity 750, 750, 750, 750, and 750. 200, 200, 4,000 is what it's cost. Maybe not quite yet. Maybe I need a bit more action before I get that. I think this is just going to be too big a chunk. So, but that's this area. I believe So this area over here is earmarked for a big stadium. And what I'll do is I'll just like pop in a bunch of trees in this area. So that kind of keeps the area open for us. I know I can build over them. I know that. Okay, so so in the future we'll come back and put a stadium in here. For now, I'm seeing a bit of problem with this. So let's get another crematorium in here. Where can we put it? Just there. This side maybe. Yeah, let's just put it where. Yeah, I'm just going to put it over there. So I'll put a crematorium in here to kind of sort that out a little bit more. But in general, I'm going to leave this area for a stadium. So we'll do a nice big stadium area. Typically, you do find stadiums next to the big highways, next to the big public transport facilities. So this is, and typically it's also not in prime property. So it won't be, say here next to the water or something. Not the big major ones that requires a lot of traffic access generally. Okay, but guys, I'm going to put a cut in here and we will continue in the next episode. I'm ExactChaos and this has been Cities Skylines Exactly. If you've liked this episode, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, as always, if you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. Thank you, bye-bye.